I'm visiting Braco Castle Gardens in Perthshire, which has a plethora of interesting plants, and the majority of this is down to head gardener Jodie Simpson, who's worked here for the last 30 years. Jodie, when you came here in the 80s, what was the major challenge you had to face?
Well, just the fact that it was 20 acres and a little unkempt in bits. And so I was wondering how, in fact, to do it all. Just getting to know the place, really, because I arrived in the spring and was greeted by the snowdrops coming up, which was pretty good, and then lots of daffodils. But beyond that, there was not much going on after the bulbs are over, so there's a lot of new planting.
You're quite high up as well.
We're about 600 feet, well, between 550 and 650, which doesn't sound a lot, but it's a relatively cold garden, and the summer is short, the winter is very long, like the trees are leafless for about 6 or 7 months. So to try and extend the interest in the season is one of the major challenges.
I think that's really important, having a garden that lasts for 12 months of the year.
Indeed. Here we are at the pond, which was dug out in the mid-30s, and we have photographic evidence of them digging that all by hand. And we have since dug it out again around about 2000 because it had silted up so much. And
it's a lovely tranquil setting, and I mean at the moment the iris are looking great. Did you have to thin that clump down?
Certainly we had to lose quite a lot of iris because there was only a real puddle left at this end, and the rest had been filled with silt and grasses and stuff.
And the yew hedge, when do you clip that?
The big yew hedge there, in fact all the hedges are cut around about August, September.
I particularly like the way you've got it fairly sort of informal, the shape of it.
That's more by luck than good management, I think.
No, I think it looks really attractive, Jodie.
Well, because it's so wide, it's about 8 feet across in some places. When we get 2 or 3 feet of snow, it assumes different shapes and doesn't always want to go back to where it came from.
It's nice and natural. And do you know what I spy at the end there? It looks to me like some laburnum in flower. Can we go and have a look at that?
We can certainly go and have it. It's a very nice feature here, and you've timed it well.
Perfect.
The laburnums, as you can see, are just peaking right now.
This is absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything like it. You know, I've seen them trained over arches, pergolas.
No, it's something else.
It's so informal. To me, it's a glade of laburnums. And you know what? I think we should just stand and listen to the bees.
Listen to the bees, yeah, it's quite a buzz.
That's magical, isn't it?
This is quite a recent development we have with the stone wall, and it's to make the most of the aspect here, which is really hot and sunny.
It is very warm, so plants to go with that.
Plants to go with that, sort of a chance to grow more Mediterranean-type plants.
And I mean, it's nice to have the time, because you've got the perfume of that. Lovely.
And the Nepeta kind of doubles as a Scottish lavender, because lavender here does not thrive at all. And we also have Lithodorm.
And that flowers for weeks, doesn't it?
It does. It's been doing very well.
What about the conifers behind?
The conifers were a replacement for a monkey puzzle that was hit by lightning, a big monkey puzzle that used to be the centre of the garden. And when it went, they planted these 5 cypress around, probably around the old stump. And they give you a sort of focal point in the middle of the garden, as you can see.
Works really well.
This is a new area that we did last year, Carol. And this is about as far away from the castle as you can get, and it has quite a tall circular wall.
So that's quite unusual, having a circular wall.
It is quite unusual, yes, and it couldn't really... The area was a bit lost because of this large cypress that was growing there. So we took it down, and we've opened up this area for another great spot for planting up things that like it hot and dry.
So it's nice that you've left a bit of the tree trunk for the rose.
Indeed, and it should scramble up over that given time.
And these presumably self-seeded, the verbascums?
They are self-seeded, yeah.
Don't need any staking, they're lovely sort of plants. And you see the amelanchias there with the cylinders. I mean, is that because of deer rather than rabbits?
To keep the roe deer off, yeah.
And do you have to do that with a lot of your shrub planting?
Pretty much, yes. If you look around, you'll see a lot of nets knocking around.
It's worth it though, because otherwise you wouldn't have a garden.
That's correct, yeah.
And what a heat you've got today.
Indeed.
It's wonderful.
It's also arresting.
Jodie, this is another wow factor for flowers. The Montanas.
Well, you've been lucky again to catch the clematis at its best. Yeah.
Absolutely tremendous. Now, is that just 2 plants?
Yes, and they both start over there.
So you certainly need some size of a wall.
You do. And they go over the other side of the wall down to the bottom too.
But I mean, having said that, you can prune them back, can't you? You can keep them under control if you want to.
You can. Yeah. You can pretty much do what you like as long as you don't go down near the base.
Absolutely superb. But you know, anyone can grow the tom thumbs or the nasturtiums.
Absolutely. Very easy to grow. Good thing to start kids off on even. The poorer the soil, the better for the flowering. But if you want lots of foliage for eating or whatever, you can feed them a wee bit.
So you just lift up those grills?
We'll lift up the grills, pull out the weeds and sow the seed.
Jodie, this is an amazing place. I've had a fantastic day, fantastic weather. And with this heat, you know, I think I could do with a swim in the pond. But thank you very much.
My pleasure.